Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
We own them. We own them.
Mike's 50.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
25, check 25, check 25. Rotate, spell.
Throwing again. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Let's go. Henry, 50. Mike 50. Not today, you are. Not today. Look. Staying open. Mike 50.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. On the run is Connor. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Let's go now. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Yeah. Here we go.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield, Serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Three down. Watch the shit. Watch the drive on. Shit. Hey, no, look, we got 150, yo. Hey, defense.
This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. This is caught. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and goal from the 1.
55. I got you. I got you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Get ready.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
3 down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Black 20.
Go Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. Tackles. 48.
No spacing.
48 Mike. I'm coming for you.
50.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Middle. Watch the screen. Hey, look flag.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check. These two. Check. 48's the mic. Man, I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Jack 16. Mike 48. Mike 48. Ready? Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we got Mike the 48. Right?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Check 48's the mic.
77.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Hey, exit.
48.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On third down, Mark Ingram. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Mark 55! Here we go. Hey, check Mike.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey. 50. 50 to Mike. 50.
Throwing now. Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for a loss on the play. 2nd down and goal. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this doesn't work. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Watch the edge.
First down, here's White. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check. Mike, 48. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got Mike the 48 right now.
Hey, Mike 7.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blown.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to Connor on the check down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we got it. Check, 48's the black.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 26 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Come on, man. Let's go. 40.
White 80.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you needed it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The 20. 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Here we go, 50, 50.
Whoa.
Mike, 50.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. This one complete to Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're... And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the 27, Roethlisberger buying time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So the sack and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. 13 yards on the pickup. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.